Bearcat fans, welcome to this week's first interview show of UC on the Prowl with our co-hosts, James Ernest and Mark Fightmaster. Mark, who's our guest this week?
Our guest this week is Bearcats receiver Dominick Goodman. Welcome to the show, Dominick.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Good, man. Good. We're glad you could join us. So before we get into all the fun questions we got for you, why don't you give us an idea of what's going on with you now and get us caught up with your life?
Pretty much, I had to take a seat back this season with arena bars. I had to get back healthy. I was hurt last year with a turf toe and a plantar fasciitis, so it took me a while to recover. So I decided best for me to sit out this season and recover. And right now, I've just been coaching at Northwest High School, doing a little bit of substitute teaching throughout the Northwest local school district, and just working at the YMCA, just working with kids, doing after-school programs, and just working with the community.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, first, I hope you get healthy. Second of all, that's great that you're giving back and coaching and sharing some of your knowledge. That's great. Now, I know you went to Coleraine. Now, I'm an old Oak Hills Highlander. Of course, I played when you were 4 years old, so it goes way back to the Metro days, man. Not the GMC. So it's great to catch up with you. So wondering, as you look back on your UC career, you got to play for D'Antonio and Brian Kelly, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Which of those two was more intense?
They both was intense. D'Antonio was intense in his own way. He always strived to get the best out of us and make us mentally and physically tough. And Kelly was he's more of a motivator, get you going and get you ready to play. So
cool.
I don't know. I'll probably have to go with D'Antonio.
Nice. Yeah. Now he was more on the defensive side of the ball, I'm sure. So with his background, but I'm sure you got some good interactions with him. So one more question for me, and I'll let James ask a couple questions. Give me your one biggest college highlight from when you played with the Bearcats.
Oh man, just one.
Yeah, you can give us more than one if you want.
I'll probably say the biggest one is the year my senior season when we beat Louisville for the Kagan Nails. That was pretty big for us. And another memory is playing against West Virginia and beating them at their home place in overtime. We haven't beat them in a while, and beating them was really good. So probably my two top memories.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. James?
You mentioned Coleraine, Dominick. Were you recruited for both the quarterback position and wide receiver, or was it more interest from the colleges in wide receiver, even though you'd been quarterback for the state championship team there?
Yeah, it's pretty much. UC brought me in as a quarterback, and Coach Antonio told me they'd give me a shot and just see how I do, and other schools offered to bring me as an athlete. So it's pretty much UC was giving me a fair shot at QB.
Excellent. So UC was more open-minded, and there was more opportunities there.
Correct.
Excellent. Yeah, because, shoot, at one point in your arena career, didn't you play quarterback?
Yeah, that was a funny situation. We kind of got in a situation where one of our starting quarterbacks, he ended up getting hurt again, broke his collarbone, and then we had our backup, and the time we brought another quarterback in, and that quarterback we brought in wasn't too good, so coach was like, Grady, here's your shot. And next thing I know, I'm the backup quarterback for that game, and I'm thinking I'm going to play, and all of a sudden the starter get hurt, so now I got to play. So I had to go in there and play a couple of snaps. I didn't get a completion, but it was brought back some good memories.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you had, 4 touchdowns running that game, something like that?
What did you say?
was like, about 4 touchdowns running that game, or 4 running touchdowns? Because the stats showed that, yeah, you had one heck of a game that day. I mean, you're right, there weren't a lot of completions, but.
Yeah, I had a good game.
Excellent. And then, let's see. Oh, also, Coleraine, you were a top basketball recruit. Were there any offers out there to try to bring you in for basketball that you were leaning towards over maybe football, or was football always your goal, your first love?
Basketball was my first love. It was something I really took all my time and energy into in high school. So I got to play the AAU. Had a couple looks at a lot of looks in the Horizon League with Butler, Cleveland State, and Indiana. We had Cleveland State and Valparaiso, and Indiana State and Wisconsin Green Bay. But I ended up signing with Findlay University because it was a better situation for me, and it was close to home, and it was offering me a full scholarship, so I just felt like that was a better deal for my end.
Excellent. Let's see. You were a member of the Commandos and the Kings, so I mean, shoot, you had definitely some nice winning tendencies. What do you feel your most valued championship would be?
Just my leadership and just showing guys how to be and how to act just by example. That's probably my biggest strong point. I'm a guy that just loves to win, and the guy, anybody that's with me, I don't care who you is, you're gonna win right with me. So I'm gonna show you the way how to do it by my actions.
Mm-hmm. That's always an important thing. I mean, shoot, now with the AFL and Cleveland, you've been a member of the league for, 6-7 years, something like that? So you've definitely, you're more of a veteran definitely on the team. So like you were saying with your leadership, I'm sure that definitely plays a big role. And then with the injuries, you couldn't impact maybe on the field as much as you had in the past. I mean, from being the leader in receptions, but you were able to still contribute, so that's always important. Mark, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, you know what, Dominic, I was wondering through your college and then your pro career, who's the single toughest DB you've had to go up against?
Single toughest?
Yeah.
Man. I'll probably say in college I'll probably have to say Jarrell Reeves. Name speaks for itself. And I faced him my freshman year, and that was my first time playing receiver, so that was kind of fun. And I think professionally I have to say the best one I've been against is a guy called Cleveland Thomas. He's like one of the older veteran DBs in the league, and he's probably a future Hall of Famer, so he's a guy, a physical guy. He gave me more problems than any other DB in my career. Cool.
Now you said you're coaching in Northwest, right?
Right.
Okay. What position?
I coach receivers.
Okay. Yeah, which makes sense. There might have been a silly question, but now that you're on that side of the ball, now that you're coaching, what from your playing days do you take and teach to the kids that you're coaching?
I mostly point out a lot of things. The things that I teach, I try my best to explain to them why you do this and why you do that to get you open, this technique, just the little things. I teach them the little things that I wasn't taught in high school, and I try to give it to them and simplify it the best way it can, because that's the only way I understood it, and that helps me out a lot to help them understand.
Good, very good. Yeah, I coached in high school for quite a while, a few years back, and now I'm actually working with younger kids. I got 2 sons that play football. They're in 2nd and 4th grade, and it's I actually have more fun coaching kids than I did sometimes playing. It might have been because I wasn't that good, but I still enjoy it. What other colleges recruited you for football when you're coming out of Coleraine?
I was kind of like a late recruit. I mean, because during the season, I kind of told a lot of schools off. I was going to play basketball, so I only had a couple offers once I determined to play football. That was West Virginia showed an interest. OU wanted to offer me, and UC, UC was UC. That was the only schools that really caught interest.
Okay. Cool. Now, do you keep up with any of your old teammates from UC?
Oh, yeah, I keep up with everybody, especially with social networking. It helps you keep up with everybody. We all have a group chat and Facebook page, and we all keep in touch, and we all meet up. And I still hang out with a lot of them that's still in Cincinnati.
That's awesome. Now, did you give Kevin Huber any crap when he got his jaw broken by the Steelers?
Oh, nah, I don't think I felt his pain when I seen that.
Yeah, he got rocked. I remember he was on teams with you, and I was wondering if you got a hold of him and gave him anything. So that's awesome. Now, do you have a Twitter handle? Are you on Twitter?
Oh yes, I'm on Twitter and IG and Snapchat and all that. Okay,
you want to share your different handles with us so people can catch up with you and follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Twitter, IG, Instagram, and Vine at WGWG_16, and you can follow me on Snapchat WGWG_21. And for y'all that trying to figure out what WGWG means, what's good with Goody.
Nice, very good. I'm sure there's some people who are listening to this that'll love to follow you if they don't already and keep up with you. So, James, you got anything else?
Yeah, we're going to take a 30-second or 60-second break so Mike can put one of his commercials on. We're the UC On the Prowl shows, part of the Grueling Truth Network. We're having our first guest, Dominick Goodman. Dominicks, we were talking about, when we left, about social media. I noticed that you have a YouTube channel, Goody's Corner. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, yeah. You can subscribe to Goody's Corner on YouTube. It was something that I started up once I got out of college. My thing was I love to travel and wanted people to meet the people that I came across as far as athletes and help them see the vision and the journey and the dedication it takes for a lot of athletes after college to fulfill our dream. And just gave a chance to let everybody get to know different athletes from all across the world and across the United States. Just get to know them and just know their journey too.
Excellent. Sounds very interesting. Sounds definitely like something our fans should check out, especially since they're, of course, UC Bearcat fans, and with you being an alum. We should talk sometime off the air about maybe making that one of the shows on the Grueling Truth Network and getting you your own radio show. Would that be something you might be interested?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Excellent. That's definitely something we could work on. And then the other thing I was wondering that I noticed on your YouTube was there's like a warrior mask with 16. Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, it was kind of a buddy helped me come up with a logo for the brand for Goody 16, and funny part about it is I played for Western Area Warriors, and that's where I started at, and it's kind of like something I wanted something to still like something from back in the day that's still like that's a memory to me, and my buddies is like, shoot. You like wrestling.
So you can remember where you came from. So now that you're in the pros, you still remember where you started. So that kind of thing. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Western AA, that takes me way back. We played against them when I was a kid. So, so obviously it's been around for a while. Hey, Dominick, interested in your thoughts on this on the game. Tomorrow night, big game for UC. Against Houston. Interested in your thoughts about that game ahead of it. What do you think is going to happen? What do you see happening?
First and foremost, I got UC all the way. And the way they played against Purdue, they played real well. Defense stepped up a lot, and offensive quarterback Moore, he played solid. And And I feel like if they play the way they did against Purdue, just play turnover free and defense make some plays and get the ball to turn over so the offense can make plays, I feel like they can win that game. It's going to be a battle, but that's what's going to happen when you got the top team coming to your house.
Awesome.
You mentioned
and that's good.
You mentioned a couple of the games where there are different trophies or different awards on the line. Do you have any memories in particular of the Miami, Ohio Bell game?
Oh, yeah. I remember my freshman year was our first year really experiencing it on the field. And from freshman year, we got our butts kicked on national TV. And as far as that, after that, Coach then told me, so this will be no longer a rivalry. So that game, to me, it was we got to keep the bell. And that's something we're going to keep on doing. We're going to remain doing. And I hope the bell never leaves.
Exactly. Yeah, UC's now had a long, nice, successful stretch of keeping the bell. Oh, I want to talk about the team that you were longest tenured with. How, you were with them forever. Your amazing stats with them. The Northern Kentucky Nightmare. Of course, I said that a little tongue-in-cheek. Could you tell? You probably could summarize your entire career with them, probably in about the length of time you were with them.
Yeah, I remember Jerry Lorenzen and former Bearcat Ray Jackson hit me up and told me he was getting a team together, and decided why not try something different and see what happens. And with the connections Jerry Lorenzen has, it was kind of a blessing for me to have the opportunity to play with them, and I got the opportunity. And before the season started, I got a call with the AFL. So
exactly, it'd be hard to turn down the Gladiators.
Yeah, it was real. I had to take that opportunity while I had it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that was the nice thing about the Northern Kentucky Nightmare. Not the River Monsters, or now they have the Northern Kentucky Nightmare. They're nice stepping stones to getting to those the bigger games. Actually, another one of the Nightmare players, KJ, Jerome Simpson's brother, now plays over in Brazil. You had some experience playing overseas, didn't you?
Yeah, correct. Once I was with the Commandos I played with them for 10 games before the playoffs, and I got a call with the team, Dresden Monarchs, and they asked me to come, so I told myself I always wanted to travel growing up, and I just know that was an opportunity I can't pass up, so I went out there and played and had fun, met a lot of good people, and that's a great experience. Anybody gets it, I suggest they take it.
The interesting thing from what I read about your time with the Monarchs is you played both offense and defense?
Yes. I basically did it all. I played return. I didn't get off the field, really.
Nice.
So
were you more of a corner or a safety?
I was a corner. I was a boundary corner, so I had a lot of ISO matchups. So cool. I just used what I was just trying to mimic Mike Mickens from college, and try to use that as my advantage.
And then another thing we learned from your YouTube channel, that you are a big fan of a particular breakfast franchise. That now, fortunately, you can get it all day. So, I don't know. After seeing that video, there might be an endorsement opportunity there. Mark, if you didn't get to see it on his channel, they have him just – I'll let you explain it, Dominick.
Yeah, it was they asked us questions at the green room, and I got hit with one of the questions, like asked my game day rituals, and my game day rituals chance for me to eat McDonald's breakfast in the morning. I eat McDonald's lunch at lunch, and then I eat it before the game. So pretty much McDonald's crazy.
Definitely. So it sounds like you were a large fan of McDonald's, but you must be doing something right with being able to be a top-notch athlete and still have a diet of McDonald's. Is there a particular item or menu item that you would recommend to our fans?
Yeah, for breakfast I get hot cakes and sausage with 2 hash browns and an orange juice. And for lunch I just get a large fry with a double cheeseburger, and then I get the same thing again for pregame.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, you definitely that's a lot of calories, but then again, you're probably burning them off throughout the day.
That's awesome.
Do you have any other questions for him?
My questions have been exhausted. I've gone through everything, and you've asked him some good questions and covered some of the things I was wondering. So, one thing I did want to get his opinion on is the possible move to the Big 12.
I think it should. I think it can happen, and I think it should. Just keep, as long as they keep winning and playing good football, I think the Big 12 will consider us in.
Yeah, I think that could be a huge move for them, and I really do think with the geographical rivalry with West Virginia, I think it should happen. So I just remember because you were in the Big East, and got those tie-ins with the bowl. I think that would be huge for UC to get back into a major conference like that.
Yes, I do too.
Good. Yeah, James, that's everything I had.
Sounds great. Dominick, we're glad to have you on the show. Like I said, we're going to definitely follow up with you about making Goody's Corner maybe a permanent fixture on the Grill and Truth Radio Network. And definitely thank you for being on the show. If you have any former teammates that you think would be interested in being on the show, definitely give them our contact information, because we would love to be able to find out more of what your fellow UC alums are up to.
No, I'll do that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for joining us, Dominick.
Thanks for having me.
Fans of the show, tune in next Wednesday. We'll be covering the results of the Houston game, and we'll be setting up for the Miami of Ohio game. Thank you, and have a good one.